Hey, Ocklawahaboy Rocks, and today we're going to be working on taking something like this and turning it into something like this. So I'm going to take you off the tripod and bring you over here to the table and tell you a little bit about what's going on. So this is Picasso marble. I've got quite a bit of it, I guess 100 pounds or so, that I have bought in Utah at the boneyard and shipped back to myself. I think you can pay a claim owner and still go collect this. And I have a friend who makes her own garments, and she wants some buttons kind of like this. She's asked that they come from more of this kind of the pattern. So I've got a little piece chucked up over on the saw that I'm going to be cutting. I'm not sure if she wants it polished or left kind of matte like this. I chose this material. One reason is the color she wants. It has a unique pattern which she wants. It's very solid, free of fracture, and it's soft. I do not have an ultrasonic drill. So diamond burrs in my drill press held underwater, and I can get some holes in it like this. She's asked for me to use a smaller burr, which I have and will. These little imperfections in the roundness and stuff aren't really going to show once she puts it onto the garment. So I'm going to start cutting and then I can start drilling. Saw is unfortunately very slow, but it's also very thin blade, and it's the appropriate one for the job. All right, here are the little slabs with the approximate rough out of what one of the buttons is going to be. I don't know, I could almost get two out of one of these. I don't know. But, you know, got six slabs, so the pattern will change a little bit as it goes through. But I can do roughly a similar pattern on all of the buttons. And then maybe I'll throw in a matching pendant just in case my friend's in the mind to have a pendant that matches the buttons on the sweater. All right, I'm gonna go mark these out and cut them out rough and drill the holes. All right, I have a stack of preforms here and my makeshift drill set up. That is a 2mm burr there, diamond burr. And I'm going to go ahead and drill these before I go any further with the shaping. The size I'm wanting, my diameter, is actually a 1/16 all the way around, less than the inside of the black line. I didn't have an actual 1-inch template. So if I get a little bit off on where I drill, I have some leeway as I shape the piece from the preform. So I'm just going to be putting these down in here and slowly abrading away the marble with that diamond burr until I get through it. These are a lot thicker than they need to be, but sometimes I get a little break out at the back of them. So having them that much thicker, I can work the back off of them to get rid of that if it happens. All right, let me get started. All right, these crude buttons are drilled out.
they're shaped. See, there's lots of rough edges and bumps there, so now it will be time to smooth all that out and do up to about 800 grit on those.
All right, here you have some very crude looking buttons. I think for the purpose, they're going to be probably just fine. Knowing the person, you can see the holes aren't uniform, the cabs aren't perfectly round. Some of the holes are off center. I don't have a ultrasonic drill. I don't have a template set up for these or anything, so I just went with it, and we will see what my friend thinks. So one of the reasons, like this one, the hole's way off center. I was using these cheap from Amazon diamond burrs to try and drill through it on my drill press. I went through a pile of these things. But wait, there's more. And there's still a couple in there by the drill press. So I ended up having to wear out one burr per hole. And I was still doing this. So what I ended up doing is leaving the whole piece without trimming it down on the trim saw, drilling the holes so I wouldn't have it breaking out the side, then sawing it, and then some of them were kind of chipping off on the side in the saw. But I think they look pretty cool. I think they'll look good as buttons on a knit sweater. And if the person doesn't like them, then I can redo them, or she can order some off of Etsy. So those are the buttons. I will see if I can get some pictures of them when they're on the garment and throw them in here. All right, hope you like that little rock experiment, making some buttons. Kind of saw that all the way through. Showed you a little clip of the garment. Now, my friend, I think, did not make that sweater, but she makes all kinds of costumes, and she makes these little wearable things to put sugar gliders and stuff like that in. so you can walk around with them. So I will link to her Insta and her Etsy, and you can check that out if you want to. So I will see you next time.